doing another video. I think I'll do 5 because I've seen a couple of movies. But this will be the third of the movies that I've seen since the quarantine started. And the movie that I'm going to talk about this time around is a movie that I actually got to see with my daughter and my wife. And my son didn't pay that much attention to it, but he came in and out, and he was like, "Oh, okay," and then he left. But my daughter really liked it because she grew up, like she's old, but she's 4 years old. But she used to watch this TV show a lot, and that TV show is Dora the Explorer, or Dora la Exploradora. And surprisingly, they released a movie about that, and it's a live action movie. And right off the bat, I was like, live action movie from an old cartoon show. That's gonna suck, because I have not seen a live action movie that I've, at least not one that I can remember. Maybe there's one that I like, but yeah, I didn't like it because all these live action movies that that are about really old TV shows kind of make fun of them instead of enjoying the craziness of maybe the cartoon or the TV show. They really make fun of it and like, oh, you're stupid for liking that. Yeah, not a big fan of these live action things, especially Disney stuff. I've not seen a single Disney live action one that I've liked, but this one was kind of fun. Again, I only know Dora the Explorer because I watched it with my daughter, and it's about this little Latino girl that goes on all these imaginary adventures with a monkey that wears boots and her cousin Diego, who's like an animal rescuer, and they have to they'll do these things while escaping from a fox that steals stuff. So it's educational. It teaches you English and Spanish, so that's why I put it with my daughter. And this one starts off with live action Dora, and she's with Diego and the monkey, and they're meeting all these crazy characters, and then it cuts into them like in this cardboard car, and it kind of gives you the idea that everything's in her head. She's just imagining all this stuff. So I was like, wow, okay, way to go, movie. That's interesting. And then she grows up, but she's living in the jungle, and she's still like doing this Indiana Jones stuff because her parents are archaeologists. But she's like living in the jungle, and she's still having these weird trips on her head where she thinks she's still like in the cartoon, but she's not. And then all of a sudden she gets sent to the city, and it turns into Mean Girls because she's like this fish out of water, and she's trying to connect with these people, and she reconnects with her cousin that doesn't want anything to do with her because the cousin Diego just wants to be cool, and she's not. She's awkward, she's weird, and so I was like, turn into Mean Girls, what the hell? and she's like trying to be positive, and then she gets abducted. Her and her friends get abducted because her parents are looking for the lost city of gold, even though it's not called the lost city of gold, but it's the lost city of gold. And then it turns into Tomb Raider, the Tomb Raider movie that came out now a couple of years ago, where Lara Croft is trying to save her dad because her dad is also looking for an ancient treasure, and that's what Dora does. There's like these mercenaries that are after her and her friends, and Eugenio Derbez gets involved, and you're like, what the hell, movie? You went from making fun of the cartoon, which I thought was interesting, then you turn into Mean Girls, then you turn into Lara Croft Tomb Raider. Like, what the hell? This movie's all over the place. And then they make fun of everything, and it gives you the idea that everything's in her head, but then the fox is there, and no one questions that this fox, that in this world there exists a talking fox that steals things, and he's a mercenary, and I'm like, what the hell? No one's addressing the fox that talks, and my daughter is into it, so I'm not questioning it, in front of her, but in my mind I'm like, what the hell is going on, movie? You're ripping off all these movies, and then you're doing all these weird stuff but I'm just going with it because I'm like amazed at how weird this movie is. And it's not bad acted. All the characters do their thing, and the chick that does Dora is okay. She's fine. Eugenio Derbez is Eugenio Derbez. He's doing the thing, but then he has like a character change that came out of nowhere. I'm like, Okay, I didn't see that coming. And then they found the city, and it turns into like I don't know, like Indiana Jones, where it actually does turn into Indiana Jones because they have to make a choice, like what was more important to this pre-Hispanic culture, and the villain is like gold because they worship gold, and that's not the wrong answer. And then Dora has you have to choose, and she chooses, and I'm almost expecting the head priestess to be like, you chose wisely, like the old knight from Crusade, just totally rips up all these movies. But I'm like amazed, like oh my god, I can't believe you did that. But my daughter liked it, so it was fine. It was fun. I was like just in awe at how this movie just ripped off all these other movies and then made this like amalgam. And again, it was like making fun of the cartoon, but at the same time, it adopted a lot of stuff from the cartoon with the freaking talking fox that no one acknowledged. I was like, wow, no one's questioning that there's this animal that talks. Really, no one. But anyway, that was weird. But if you have kids they grew up watching Dora, they might like it. And if not, just watch it just for the weirdness of it because it really was weird. So I give this 3 out of 5 foxes. Just watch because it's weird. You might not like it, but just in awe at how they ripped off so many movies. So yeah, Dora the Explorer and the City of Lost Gold, I think it's called. Give it a watch. Bye, guys.